Hi, welcome to our math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on rational exponents, and on this video I want to simplify these. And so if you look at these, I have 4 examples with multiple bases. The bases are all the same, the exponents are all fractions, and so I'm going to have to be doing some adding and subtracting, and in some cases the denominators are the same, in some cases they're different, and I'm going to have to combine by finding a common denominator. So for this first one, this is just going to be h to the 3/4 plus 9/4. When you add fractions, you're only adding the numerators. So this is h to the 3 plus 9 over 4, which is going to be h to the 12 over 4, which is going to be h cubed. Okay. For this next one, instead of keeping this in exponential form, because all of my denominators are different, I'm just going to focus on those fractions. I want to do 11/12 plus 4/3 plus 1/2. And to add my fractions, I need a common denominator. And because 3 and 2 both go into 12, 12 will be my common denominator. To get all my denominators to be 12, I'm going to multiply this fraction by 4 over 4. So that the denominator becomes 12. 4 over 4 is just 1, so by multiplying this fraction by 1, I'm not inherently changing it. I'm just multiplying it by an interesting version of 1. And I'm going to multiply this fraction by 6 over 6. I end up with 11 over 12 plus 16 over 12 plus 6 over 12. So 11, 27, 33. Just like I can multiply by 4 over 4, I can also divide so that I end up with 11 over 4. So my final answer is k to the 11/4. So I started off by adding my fractional exponents. I need to define my common denominators, so I multiplied the fractions to get the common denominators. I then added those denominators up, reduced my fraction, and I got my final answer. Okay, so for this one, I add the exponents when you multiply the bases. I subtract when I divide the bases. I'm going to do what I did here. I have 6 over 7 plus 9 over 7 minus 1 over 7. So this is really 6 plus 9 minus 1. So 6 plus 9 is 15 minus 1 is 14. So I have m squared as my final answer. Okay, this one has a lot going on. I have 3 bases in the numerator, I have 2 in the denominator, and I have this one fraction that's a little bit different. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's start by combining the numerator. I'm going to start by adding these 2 together because they have the same, so that my numerator becomes p to the 20/3, p to the 1/6 over, and I'm going to add these, and by adding them I mean subtract, because -2 plus 5, I get p to the 3 over 3. Now before you take that 3 over 3 and make it 1, realize I'm going to eventually need to get all the same denominators, so I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Okay, now I could subtract these because the denominators are the same. I could add these. I have some choices. I think I'm going to subtract these because the denominators are the same. So 20 minus 3 is 17. So I have p to the 17/3 times p to the 1/6. All right. So now I've taken this where I had 5 bases. I combined these 2 and I combined these 2 to get 3 bases. Now I combine these 2, I now have 2 bases. Now I just need to add these 2. So I need to take 17/3 plus 1/6. So I need to multiply this first fraction by 2 over 2 so that the denominators are the same. So I have 34 over 6 plus 1 over 6 to get 35 over 6. So my final answer is p to the 35 over 6. Whew, that was a long problem. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.